I definitely feel like I'm back in my early like 2000 era with this eyeshadow palette. Y'all, I'm bringing it back. This is like 10 years old. So I'm curious to see if the quality is still going to give. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Nisha for those who are tuning in for the first time. Hey girl, hey. And of course for those who already been here, y'all already know what's up. What it do, baby boos. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a makeup look with this old classic, 10 years old, Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. I don't even know if the payoff is still going to be there, the quality is going to be there. But yeah, I feel like when I did have this palette, I think I used it like a couple of times. I think I have like a couple like tutorials here on my channel with this palette. This was actually my first high-end eyeshadow palette ever. And it's still with me to this day. So, okay. So I'm just curious to see if it's going to be the same quality. I'm just quickly trying to clean off my brushes really quick. So my eyes and everything are prepped and primed. So this palette is definitely neutral. Like it's neutral. And see, you see a pop of like a blue and a black in here to kind of like do something else with this palette, but it's a neutral palette. So let's go ahead and achieve something with this one. Let me know down in the comments too if you guys still have this palette, and if you don't have it, did you have it before you tossed it? Okay, my nose is a little plugged up, so I'm sorry if I sound like little Miss Piggy right now. Allergies is getting the best of me. Okay, so I am going to start off with, let's start off with truffled. No, peanut butter. I'm going to go in with this orangey brown shade. This is peanut butter. And look at that, y'all. It still has some color to it. Now, I know with me being a chocolate girl, I can't remember if this palette was like really like super pigmented on me. Because like I said, this palette is old, so I know some of the payoff is not going to be as vibrant. But I think it's doing a good job. If I'm not mistaken, I think this palette was always like a softer, neutral, like soft eyeshadow vibe when it came to like my eyelid. So this is the first color. And I do have a brow bone highlight on. It's just a matte nude color. So I'm just making sure that I blend the shade right into my crease color that I already have. I mean, not my crease color, my brow bone color that I have on. I can tell that this palette is a little on the older side, for sure. But you can see the orange. You can see the orange in the crease. Yes, you can. Okay. Alright, so now let's go in with another shade. Now I'm going to go in with Truffle, which is that underneath color, which is this color right here. And we're going to pop that right in the, pretty much like underneath that peanut butter shade. I remember this being like one of my favorite shades in here, because I already have like a almost tan situation with the shade. So I think when I did my makeup looks with this palette, this was the shade that I was using. So the way that I'm allowing that peanut butter to still peek through, this is really, really soft and really pretty. So there's still some payoff in this palette, okay? Alright, so I'm going to reapply a little bit more eyeshadow base for my lid. I did like a peekaboo effect right now and didn't even do that on purpose. But I'm going to take a little bit of my eyeshadow base and kind of put some right here in the inner. Okay, for my lid color, I'm going to go in with Butter Pecan, which is this shade right here. It's kind of like a shimmery, frosty champagne color. Alright, I'm going to go in with that blending brush and kind of just blend it really quick right here. It's a little bit on the patchy side. Palette is 10 years old, so I probably could have applied a little bit more like shadow base, or even like use like a, what's the thing, glitter glue, which I might go in with a glitter glue base, which is my next one. Might go in with that a little bit after I do this last step. I'm gonna take a little bit of hot fudge to kind of smoke it out. It looks pretty good to be such an older palette. I can definitely tell that formula wise, I've seen so much better quality when it comes down to a palette. Honestly, I think Too Faced have definitely upgraded their formula. So, yeah. But I think this was just geared towards just being a really soft, neutral, glamoury style palette. So now I'm gonna go in with that glitter glue, like I said, see if I can make that eyeshadow a little bit more smoother, because it's definitely showing my mature crease lines on my eyelid. So I'm gonna take some of that base, that glitter glue. I like my eyelids to look smooth and buttery. And this time I'm gonna use my finger, see if that makes a difference. And I honestly think it did make a difference. I'm just gonna go in with the brush just to make sure it's blended out. I don't know if I can see the difference. See how this looks a little bit more smoother. Well, I think y'all can't tell from the distance, but just know it was definitely needed. Our kids are loud just for no reason. I think I'm satisfied with this old classic style of palette. I think the only thing I'm going to add to my eyes is maybe an inner tear duct. I don't know, I haven't fully decided on that. But let me go ahead and do the rest of my face, and I'll come back to finish up any final touches to the look. Okay, so here's the finished look. I'm sorry y'all, I had too much noise going on in the background for me to finish the filming process. But for my base routine, I did do a YouTube short for that, so you guys will see that soon. If it's up before this video, then I'll link it down at the bottom. And then also for the lip combo, blush, everything, it's going to be on a YouTube short. I can briefly tell you guys what I do have on. I'm trying out the Ulta Beauty glosses. I really feel like this brand, a lot of people are sleeping on it. And I think it's because it's not trending. People are not really talking about it. She don't really have like ambassadors and stuff promoting her brand, but she has a lot of good hidden gems in this brand. Like everything I've tried so far from Ulta Beauty has been absolutely amazing in this gloss. I'm going to pick up some more. It's absolutely amazing. It's kind of like a thicker formula, but it's not tacky sticky. So if I didn't have this on top of my lipstick, I can definitely get away with wearing this on its own. I can tell it's very hydrating and it's not sticky, and I like that, okay? And it's giving you a gloss. The gloss is glossing, okay? But this is the whole entire look. I did go in with hot fudge to the bottom lash line, and then I tried to go in for my inner tear duct. I tried to go in with this coconut cream shade. I can tell this palette is definitely on the older side. The payoff is not the same. I remember this palette being a little bit more pigmented because I had to look back at one of my older videos, and I wasn't even using like an eyeshadow base. I was just using a straight primer, so I can tell this palette is definitely on the low quality side because of how old she is. But still, overall, I'm still happy and pleased with the eyeshadow. It still gives 10 years later. It still gave me my eye combo that I was looking for today, so I'm not throwing her away. No. She's a classic that's gonna stay in my palette. And you know what's crazy? I forgot to mention it. She still smells like chocolate. Like, I was surprised that the scent is still here. Like the whole time I was doing my eyes, I was like, why am I smelling chocolate? I forgot this was actually a scented palette. So wow, yeah. I hope Too Faced come back and bring these style of palettes back. Maybe they need to revamp this and do like a semi chocolate bar ×2 or something. Like I think they definitely need to revamp this and bring this back, just like Urban Decay brought back the Naked original palette. I think they can come back and bring this back with a little bit more updated formula and a little bit more like different shade ranges in here, just a tad bit, just to make sure that they have something for every skin tone, you know. And I think this would be the perfect little pop, here you go, come back for Too Faced. I think would be the perfect toy, because I feel like I don't hear them talk about anything like palette wise anymore. It's just all about the base, and I feel like makeup is definitely coming back, like the old school makeup, the highlighters, the pressed powders, bronzers, like all that is coming back. So Too Faced, if you're watching, please bring these eyeshadow palettes back. If you don't want to bring this one back, bring your eyeshadow palettes back. It's definitely a classic to have in our makeup collection, especially mine. But on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, leave your feedback down at the bottom, and of course I'll be back tomorrow with another video. You guys all have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye guys.